This morning on DC News Now, it's a DMV first warn day. Rain and wind could make holiday travel tricky across the region. A look at the conditions along with your Thanksgiving Day forecast. Plus, hitting the road today, the best time to get out the door if you do not want to sit in traffic for your holiday travel. A community in pain.
It shouldn't be that hard to get a crossing guard or somebody to stand in the street telling people where to go.
The solutions leaders are proposing after 2 children were hit and killed near their school. Helping people and pets through connection, how this week's DMV doer is working to link furry friends with their forever home.
Helping the most vulnerable animals who are in this world and find themselves homeless through no fault of their own.
And how you can save when stuffing those stockings. We're stretching your dollar this holiday season.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, you're at the top of the 6 o'clock hour. We're going to start with a live look outside. It's clear over the Capitol. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Shanika Grimshaw in for Tanaya Wright.
Yeah, good morning to you. I'm Corey James Liberty. She's tracking that morning commute for you this morning. We're going to check in with her in just a moment. And Jackie, she's also tracking that forecast where we're expecting some showers today.
Yeah, the rain will continue to push its way through the morning and into the afternoon and evening hours. Right now, not too active on the map. For now, I should say, considering that rain will continue to move in through the morning hours. We do have a few areas of some of that light rain, even seeing a little bit of that pink mixing in at times, and pink meaning that wintry mix. We're seeing that just south of Luray right now, and even did see a batch of that back over towards western Maryland, especially for those higher elevations. That is where we could see the possibility of some of that wintry mix at this point. A wider view of satellite radar, all this batch of rain down towards our south and west will continue to slide its way in, and that is where we're likely going to be seeing more of that rain later this morning and into the afternoon and evening. Current temperatures upper 30s to low 40s, and we'll see that rain overspreading the region and eventually moderate to heavy rain later on today. 1 to 2 inches of rainfall expected. More details coming up, but of all that with that 7-day in just a couple minutes. Guys?
Jackie, thank you. It is that time, and it is the week where people are starting to travel for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and all that traffic could definitely impact your commute. We have our Lex Juarez. She's live along the Capitol Beltway in Oxon Hill this morning with what you need to know. Good morning, Lex.
Good morning, Shanika and Corey. Well, first we're going to go ahead and take a look at what the roadways are looking like out here. You can see on 495, people are heading across the bridge, coming both ways towards Maryland and Virginia, and everything's looking smooth for them. This is the normal morning commute, but people traveling for the holiday, they will be seeing traffic jams, and they'll see those traffic jams today due to the weather and tomorrow due to people just trying to get where they're going for that Thanksgiving holiday. Well, AAA forecasts 55.4 million Americans will be traveling for the holiday. It's the highest number since 2019, and almost 90% of those people are expected to be driving over using other means of transportation. Now, tomorrow, Wednesday, is expected to be the busiest day on the roads, but with this bad weather coming in today, people who are planning to get ahead of that by leaving today after work will likely hit the same amount of delay. Yeah, and like Jackie said, the timing for that weather is going to be some this morning, but mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. So if you are planning to leave today, if you can change your schedule around and leave earlier, that's going to be better for your commute. If you are planning on leaving on Wednesday tomorrow, make sure that you're hitting the road before 11 a.m. The worst times on the road are going to be between 2 and 6. Now we're going to head over to Liberty. She's looking at the actual commute for the people here in the region. How are those roads looking for everyone?
Well, Lex, if you can leave now, do that. Before the rain hits, it's looking very clear on 495 West at 29, where traffic is moving along smoothly, but that will be a much different story once the rain does hit. And we're already seeing a crash in the Falls Church area. This one is where police are directing folks around it. We know that wires are down in Falls Church along 29 near Graham Road and Woodley Place. Already seeing a slowdown out there even before the rain does hit. So just expect delays. Give yourself some extra time. Right now, the roads in other parts of the region are clear. Looking at 270 north and south, looking clear there. 200 also looking very clear for now. I'll send it to you, Corey.
Liberty, thank you. Time right now was 6:03. Some heartbreaking news in Prince George's County. 2 children are dead after they were hit by a car.
Officials say it happened while they were walking to school yesterday morning. Parents we spoke with say both kids were siblings and had just started going to Riverdale Elementary School a few weeks ago. Officials say they were hit around 8 a.m. at Riverdale and Taylor Road. Neighbors tell us they didn't see a crossing guard at the intersection.
There's been times when there have been like close calls. It shouldn't be that hard to get a crossing guard or somebody to stand in the street telling people where to go.
We send our kids to school, we want them to be safe, and this happened.
It's really sad.
Police say the driver of the van stayed at the scene, and so far there have been no charges filed against that driver. And we're expecting an update from police later this morning. And 6 teenagers remain in critical condition this morning after a violent crash yesterday.
Yeah, officials say the teens, several of them were thrown from the vehicle. It happened around 5 in the morning in Merrifield, Virginia. Police say the driver of the car was arrested for driving under the influence. They tell us the teens are between the ages of 14 and 17.
What is clear is that speed and alcohol were absolutely factors of the crash, and most of the juveniles, from what we've been able to determine so far, were not wearing their seatbelt.
It was like carnage. You know, it was heartbreaking, man.
According to parents, a principal at Marshall High School sent a letter home saying 5 of those involved in the crash are Marshall students.
And in Maryland, a jury found a former state trooper guilty of sexually abusing a young woman more than 16 years ago. Brian Murphy was on trial for sexual abuse and soliciting a minor into sexual acts. Murphy now faces up to 30 years in state prison. He'll be sentenced at a later date. And in Frederick County, a man will spend 18 years in federal prison. 23-year-old Jose Diaz Rodriguez was sentenced yesterday after being found guilty of sexual exploitation of a child. Investigators say they found over 1,000 files depicting child sex abuse in Diaz Rodriguez's phone. When he is released, Diaz Rodriguez will register as a sex offender and be supervised for 25 years. And Montgomery County Police are releasing a sketch of a suspect they believe is connected to 2 assaults on the Bethesda Trolley Trail. Officials say both assaults happened September 14th, and a woman says she was walking her dog on the trail when a man approached her and sexually assaulted her. A half hour later, police say a man assaulted another woman on the same trail. Anyone with information is asked to contact police.
Montgomery County Police are launching a new drone program. Right now, the technology will be used in Wheaton and Silver Spring. The county's police chief says the area is already seeing some success. He says police used the drone during a shoplifting in progress.
The drone was able to actually see the subject as it was hovering, to be able to monitor both exits. Officers would then provided information as exactly where the subject was, and that subject was actually apprehended in less than a couple of minutes.
Chief Jones says Montgomery County is the first major police department in the country to start this program. D.C. council members are introducing some new legislation to improve low-performing schools in the district. Several council members are on board. The goal of the program is to establish a school support office for the bottom 5% of schools.
I would hope that the council adopts this legislation to increase transparency around how dollars are spent and around how these interventions that are being undertaken at turnaround schools.
The Washington Teachers Union says it supports the legislation. However, the union would like to see more details about the plan.
Your time now, 6:08. Bar Deco in Chinatown is closing its doors. The bar and restaurant in Chinatown is just one of many businesses in D.C. to close. Earlier this month, Brine Oyster Bar announced its closure, and Buttercream Bake Shop will close at the end of the year. Many businesses are facing post-pandemic challenges, inflation, and crime.
We are really sad to see this particular business go. Safety is on the top of a lot of people's minds. That's a challenge. Folks are thinking about public safety and what that means to feel safe.
The Business Improvement District is trying to revitalize the area with more green spaces, outdoor dining, and flipping vacant buildings.
New data shows Maryland has the lowest unemployment rate in the country. The U.S. Department of Labor says the state saw an increase of nearly 6,000 jobs in September. In Washington County, the Chamber of Commerce says just last week they received more than 500 job applications.
Unemployment rates in Washington County are at historical lows, and again, driven by a number of additional businesses coming here. We have distribution centers, we have warehouses, we have houses being built.
The report says jobs in transportation, trade, and utilities seem to be the driving force for the state's low unemployment rate. Prince George's County is launching a first-of-its-kind guaranteed basic income pilot program. For now, the program is limited to under 200 people in the county. Now, certain people aging out of foster care and senior citizens will receive about $800 a month. This will last for 2 years. The program is being funded by public and private philanthropies. A launch event is happening later today.
And workers in Hagerstown are returning to work after the United Auto Workers strike ended. The Volvo Mack truck workers were on strike for 39 days. Workers will now get a $3,500 sign-on bonus. Wage hikes will now range from 20 to 55%. And American airline flight attendants are asking for the right to go on strike. They say they haven't seen raises since 2019. The airline says there was no possibility of a walkout over the holidays. Federal guidelines that make it very hard for airline workers to walk off the job.